Oliver, how much should be our daily target percentage? And do we need to keep our maximum loss per day less than our daily target? Okay, good question. I'm not a big believer in having a profit target. I'm a big believer in focusing on getting from point A to Z in your trade properly and then repeating that and repeating that. What a target does, it has the potential to actually retard your progress. So, what if you reach your target in one trade that lasts 4 minutes off the open? What do you do? Do you stop yourself from progressing if you're still in your developmental years? Do you not take any more trades until the following day because your target's been met? I think that's counterproductive if you are still developing. If you're a scene, if you are already seasoned and you're just making a living and boom, you've got your $4,000 or $5,000. Boom, I'm out, done. I'm going to the beach. That's fine. But this will hold back the developing trader by having that target. Also, just because a target's hit doesn't mean you should exit. So this also gets in the way that a plan should make you exit, not a dollar amount should make you exit. I would have been out of Bitcoin a long time ago if a dollar amount made me exit. So, or even a specific percentage amount, like 100%. I bought Bitcoin at 3,800. I would have been out of Bitcoin below 8,000 and been happy for a 100% gain in a relatively short period of time. What if my target was 100%? I'd be kicking myself today, right? So I don't like targets as much as I like just keep going, keep developing, keep trading, get from point A to point Z in each trade properly, then repeat. Now, with that being said, raised trigger points. Let me explain to you what I mean. Every trader should have built into their trading plan a profit trigger point where it causes them to raise their maximum loss per day. So let's say, for instance, you start off with a $200 maximum loss per day. This is built into your plan. I will not lose more than $200 on any given day. Every trader needs that number. If you're operating with that number, you have zero hope. Zero, right? Never. So you must, if you don't, you better get one now. Maximize, create a maximum for yourself. And yes, adhere to that maximum. Unplug the computer, leave your house, walk around the block, go to the mall, go to the beach, go to the park, whatever you have to do. Don't trade once you get near your maximum. Eliminate everything and leave. You can come back and study later. Everyone needs this maximum loss, but that maximum loss per day can change throughout the day. As an example, now the trader that starts off today with a maximum loss of 200 has now made 300. That means that now you should have 300 should trigger a raise in your maximum loss per day. And that's going to be determined by how much you want to protect. How much of the $300 gain are you going to protect? Let's say you're going to protect half of the $300 gain. So once I hit, this is baked into your plan. Once I hit $300, I protect half of 300. So now half of 300 is 150. You've just moved your maximum loss per day from 200 to 150. No matter what happens, you're going to go home with 150. Let's say the next trigger point is 500. From 500, you're going to protect 300. Now your maximum loss moved down from 150 to 200. So this maximum loss per day can fluctuate based on trigger points. That is better than capping yourself and saying, I'm done because I reached $400 or I reached $500. This is limiting, whereas that the other is not limiting. The sky's the limit as long as you don't commit the cardinal sin, which I hate and I despise. And I will tell you this. A trader's up $300 and they go home with negative 200. When you do that, you do not understand how hot my blood boils. To me, this is far worse than just losing 200 right off the bat. It is a greater sin to have and to be so irresponsible that you let it go, that you don't respect the gain. You don't respect the process. This gain means nothing to you. It means so little. You disrespect this game, this process that got you the game. You disrespect it so much. Not only are you willing to just trample over it and lose it all, you're willing to lose more, almost double. I have no words for a trader that ever allows themselves to do that. To me, that is not intelligent. To me, that is just a degenerate's mindset, and it ticks me off to no end. Do you understand? It ticks me off to no end. Do not do that. And so, what this means is that every trader has to build inside of their plan these profit trigger points. 300, I protect half. 500, I protect three, uh, um, three fifths. 600, I protect 400. 800, I protect 700. 900, I protect 800. 1,000, I protect 950. So I think it should actually, when you start to get into really high numbers, you should start shrinking it and being very strict with yourself. But you must build these things in your system. And you can't do these trigger points too soon. Like, I'm up $20, I'm going to protect myself $10. No, we can't do it that small. You understand? So you need some level. It's got to be 150 and above. It depends on your account, of course. But don't do it for little small change. That puts you in a straitjacket too, and that's asking yourself to just basically die by 1,000 cuts. So you don't want to do that either. But you know what I'm saying. And so instead of having a limiting target, have these profit breakpoints where you start protecting your gain, but keep trading. The reason this is very important that you keep trading is because your success, your mastery is on the other side of your experience, which means that you can't be successful and you can't be masterful before you have become experienced. So, any success that you have before you can consider yourself experienced, any so called mastery you think you have before you can say that you are legitimately experienced is really not skill, success, or mastery. That's luck. That's just mathematical numbers of flipping a coin. That has nothing to do with your ability right now. That can only be known after experience. And so when you have these profit targets that stop you from building your experience, you're slowing the day down where you arrive at full experience. Don't ever stop trading, because any form of stopping retards the ultimate goal.